Alright, so I'm almost finished with the Monster series, and next up is Tales from the Darkside. We will start with episode 0. It's the first episode, but since it's the pilot, that's what they call it. Episode 0. It premiered October 29th, 1983, and was written by George A. Romero, who is also the main producer of the series, and it's a good one. Gideon Hackles likes scaring kids and has a lot of people in town that owe him money. So if kids can make it through his haunted house, their loans will be forgiven. It's pretty evil, and Bernard Hughes plays it perfect. I mean, look at that haircut. He has a lot of money and too much time on his hands. He could forgive these IOUs since he's already rich, but he enjoys scaring the children. You can think of him as running his own bank. If you take out a loan, there are dire consequences, like borrowing from the mob in the 1980s. He does give some good investing advice, though.
It isn't the clever inventions that have made me rich, Mr. B. It's the ordinary ones. Clasps and fasteners.
Yep, just send your kids to his house and get everybody's debt paid off. It would make you a celebrity in town. He really is like the dictator of the town. He holds most of the debt and holds people's houses and farms as collateral. In every Halloween, he gives the parents a chance to have their debt wiped away. If their kids survive his haunted house and find the IOUs in the haunted house, everybody's debt in town will be forgiven, and you will be a hero. Tales from the Darkness series starts off on a bang, and this episode is great. Unfortunately, throughout the series, we will get lots of ups and downs, as George A. Romero was kind of asleep at the wheel sometimes. He only wrote 4 episodes in all 4 seasons of Tales from the Darkside. He wrote 4 episodes out of the 77 that were released. This series would have been much better if he had a bigger hand in it. Oddly, this episode would premiere October 29th, 1983. It would be almost a year before the next episode came on in September 1984, 10 months later, with the episode The New Man. The series needed more horror episodes, and Trick or Treat is a perfect way to kick off the series. Tales from the Darkness does creepiness, right? After scaring away 2 kids, Mr. Hackles is very proud of himself. He struts around, talking to himself, saying how you can't trust anyone. One more trick-or-treater comes to his house, but this one is an adult and a little witchy. From here on, we get 5 minutes of some of the best makeup effects of the entire series.
Trick or treat.
The makeup was done by Ed French, who is still working in the industry today and has done makeup for Amityville 2, Creepshow 2, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and some episodes of Westworld, among many, many others. If only they had this budget and time for every episode. Under the supervision of George A. Romero, this is a step above most other episodes. The witch finds the IOUs underneath the fireplace and starts spreading them about the house, giving the kids an early Christmas present. Then, what I think is one of the coolest parts of the series, suddenly a portal to hell opens, twisting and turning and being genuinely frightening. Mr. Hackles' past is coming back to haunt him. The witch then hands back the money to the kids, so really she is a good witch. Mr. Hackles gets put in the grave. These monsters do look great. They have a witch, mini demons, and a main demon. I'll miss this during the next episode, The New Man, since so many Tales from the Darkside episodes try to be funny and fail. This is a great way to kick off the series. 9 out of 10. The episode was directed by Bob Balaban. This was the first thing he directed. He was an actor in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Midnight Cowboy, and City Slickers 2. The episode was written by George A. Romero and Franco Amira. George A. Romero was, of course, the godfather of the zombie movies. His first movie being Night of the Living Dead. He also directed The Crazies, Dawn of the Dead, Creepshow, Day of the Dead, Diary of the Dead. Alright, so that's the first episode of Tales from the Darkside. We'll be going over all 90 episodes. Next one, The New Man, about an alcoholic who finds himself seeing visions of a young kid. Is it a hallucination? Is it a ghost? Or is it a big step down from Trick or Treat? Stay tuned. Bye.